Hello.
La verdad que estar aquí otra vez en España primero, después de 4 años pues viviendo experiencias futbolísticas fuera, pues primero me hace el sentirme en casa y segundo, venir a Villarreal y al equipo del Villarreal, pues la verdad es que es para mí algo que me llena desde un reto, desde una ambición que lo he visto yo muy de cerca cuando he estado trabajando.
Right, listen, I ain't got a clue who you are, what you're saying, and why you're ringing. Hello?
Desde Lorca, Almería, Valencia y Sevilla. Siempre he
Valencia.
admirado este club.
Yeah.
El proyecto es un proyecto estable de 23 años.
Don't call here again. Looks like we're going to Villarreal. Hey, welcome back. Here we are. First venture in Spain for FM22 for myself. Going over to Villarreal, the Yellow Submarine. Really looking forward to this, to be honest with you. Big fan of Villarreal. I like everything that they do. So let's just get straight into it. Let's go and have a look at the finances. So they got 20 million in the bank, 20.5 million in the bank. Transfer budget nearly 13 million. Wage budget just over $1 million a week. Currently spending 993,000 per week. So we've got a small window for looking at what we want to bring in. Let's just have a look a little bit at the background of the club. History, so let's have a look. Well, there you go. There we've got major honours down here. Won UEFA Europa League, which was last year, against Manchester United, and then some other trophy. I ain't gonna say that. In 1970, so bar the trophy that they won last year against Manchester United, they've literally got no history at all. So hopefully we can change that. You know, we are in a very, very competitive league. Some big boys in there, like most notably Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Valencia, Sevilla, Sociedad. It's a very, very tight league, even though Barcelona's, in a mess financially. According to this, 28 million in debt, no budget, no wage budget remaining, but they're outstanding. They got Xavi at the helm. What is Barcelona? Do you know what I mean? Real Madrid, I think I got about 50 million. Yeah, 50 million to spend. Ancelotti in charge. Some good managers in the league as well, to be honest with you. There's Velasquez at Alves, Marcelino at Bilbao, Simeone at Atletico Madrid, Xavi Barcelona, Pellegrini at Betis, Sergio Gonzalez at Cadiz, Eduardo Coudet, Salta, Francisco Rodriguez, Elche, Espanyol, Vicente Marino, Getafe, Quique Sanchez Flores, Granada, Aitor Karanka, Levante, Alessio Lischi, Mallorca, Javier Aguirre, Osasuna, Jacoba Araste, Vallecano, Andoni Iraola. Real Madrid have got Ancelotti, Sociedad have got Imanol Alguacil, Sevilla, Lopetegui, Valencia, Jose Bordalas, Ray Pierce, Villarreal, and there we go. What I will say is anyone that's watched any of my previous videos knows right now I'm going to butcher all these names. Like, honest to God, I really am. It's going to be shocking. So let's just have a look at the league again quickly. Let's have a look at the injury league table. So according to the table, we've just got one injury, Vicente Iborra, who's out for sort of 12 days, 3 weeks. He's coming to the end of a damaged cruciate ligament. Barcelona have got 3 players out, all quite long term really. Weigh, Dembele and Fati, sort of between 4 and 5 months, 3 months. Bilbao got a couple up to 5 months and 3 months. Sociedad, I've got 2 people out with cruciates for just over a year. Bilbao finally got a couple of Madrid have got a couple of knocks, and Granada have got a couple of players out for up to sort of 3 months. Levante got a guy out again, cruciate, 7 to 8 months. A cruciate seems to be a big thing at the moment in Spain. Ain't very good, is it? So let's have a look. Little tips, what I always try and do when I look at my squads. First thing I do straight away is we'll go down to the youth. So I go to the under-19s. I always make sure that I set it on contract, and I just have a quick scan down just to have a look and see if there's anyone on ridiculous wages, because it happens. You go to clubs and you've got a guy in the reserves or in the youth and they're on 70,000, 80,000, whatever. You know, it's big money. I think it's been well publicised that Villarreal's wage budget is actually that lower than Burnley in the Premier League, and we all know where Burnley's place is really in the Premier League. You know, they're a Premier League side, but they're sort of more bottom half, whereas Villarreal, you know, that they sort of believe that they should be, you know, certainly occupying one of the European spots at least. But yeah, just having a quick look down, there's no real big wages there really. Let's just have a quick scan through. Again, we'll do the old trick, putting the yellow box on the notes for the youth prospects, anyone that we think sort of jumps out at us. So we've got Nacho Nicolau, who's okay. Marcos Sanchez, a bit bad. Andres Rodriguez, not very good. Marlon Foubert Jacquemin, not very good. Let's have a look, see what the coaches think, to be honest with you. The coaches aren't really holding out much hope for any of these players. They got 2 players that they think might be worth keeping an eye on. We'll get to those in a sec. We've got Santiago Montiel on loan from Puba. Why we're loaning players into the youth, I don't know. Anton Yevrimov, he's Russian. I'll be getting rid of him. David Guerrero, Antonio Espiguares, Aitor Gallardo. It's not bad. Jordi Ortega. So that Gallardo is one of the guys that the coaches are pointing out. Rodrigo Alonso, all right. Jimenez, Thiago Geralanook. He's another one that the coaches rave about. Andres Campos, Robert Carrill, nice haircut. Caden McLaughlin, Irish, interesting. Jorge Pascual, and finally another loan, Emiliano Garcia, again on loan from Puebla. Never heard of him. So the B, quite a big squad. Let's have a quick scan down the wages. We've got someone on 3,700 there, 2,700, 3,200, 2,900, 3,100, 3,500, 3,700 on loan. There's a dude down here on just under 7,000, 6,750. Alex Millen. So again, let's have a quick scan through, see if there's anyone that really jumps out that should be sort of pushing for the first team. I like the look of him, to be honest with you. Philip Jorgensen, looks a good player. Let's bang a note on him. So there you go. Really quick and simple and easy to do. So that just identifies that this Philip Jorgensen with the little yellow box is going to be a player, basically, someone to keep an eye on. I'll show you what we'll do with training later. So we've got Iker Alvarez. Again, he's not bad. Jamie Duran, pretty poor. Ruben Gomez, all right. Adrian de la Fuente, not very good. It's 22, so we can sell him and get some coin, hopefully. Martin Pascual on loan from Vallecano. Why are we loaning in these shit players? Miguel Angel Lille. Pablo Iniguez. He's not too bad. Oh no, he's 27. Fucking hell, he can go. Ramon Buena. Again, we've got some old boys in this team, really. So we'll look at, I know it's the B, but we'll look at shifting them on. Goyo, Daniel Tasende, Ramiro, Guerra, Alberto Del Moral. He might be worth keeping an eye on, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at the reports. I'll keep an eye on him. We won't box him up. So Sergio Lozano, Carlos Perez out on loan, George Caldon, Carlo Adriano, Labinot Kabashi, Haisim Hassan out on loan, Ike Gujon, Nikita Losevov, not bad, but he's Russian, we'll get rid of him. Arjun Haik, Nicholas Jackson, Alex Milan, and Juan Carlos Arana. No one really outstanding in there. Let's have a look at the first team. So one of the first things I do straight away is I'll have a look at the guys on loan, and then just take them out of the first team picture. So it sort of gives you a false read, and you can come back to promoting them back to the first team later on at the end of the season if they come back. Manu Morlanes, Ivan Martin, Girona, Alex Baena, no, right. Oh, one more. Fernino. There you go. Right, so that gives us a bit more of a true reflection of what's going on in the first team. As you can see, we've got the squad view on, so we've got the wage down there, the ability and then the potential ability, transfer value and where their contract expires. We've got anyone outstanding at the end of the year, so we've got the goalkeeper, Sergio, yeah. Salsa on loan. That's about it, really. So let's just have a quick flick through the squad, really. So we've got Rulli, his backup, pretty decent, solid keeper. Asensio, pretty decent, solid, one cap. Raul Albiol, experienced centre back. Pau Torres, like him a lot, left-footed, good player. Oisa Mandy, another centre half. Mario Gaspar, fullback. Ruben Penna, fullback. Serge Aurier, fullback. Juan Foyth, fullback. Moreno, fullback. Ex-Scouse. Afonso Pedraza, fullback. Seems to be quite top heavy at the back, to be honest with you. Purvis, fuck, I ain't gonna say his name. Call him Alvis. Etienne Capui, Francis Coquelin, Vicente Obora, Danny Pereo, Lo Celso from Spurs. Manu Trigueros. Like him. Arnott Danjuma. Arnott. We'll call him Arnott. Moy Gomez. Call him Sam. Boulaya Daya. Gerard Moreno. Yeremy Pino. He's decent. 18. Good player. And Paco Alsasser. So I think, as you can see, you know, they've got, just looking at the ages, they're quite an old side, to be honest with you. We've got a couple of young-ish players, you know. Yeremy Pino that we pointed out is pretty much the only team that we've got. Excuse me. It's pretty much the only team that we've got on the side, and the rest of the guys, you know, sort of mid-20s, late 30s, early 30s. What I will say as well is it almost feels like a Premier League graveyard, to be honest with you, because we've got a number of players in here that have, you know, been in and around the Premier League. You've got Serge Aurier at Spurs, Juan Foyth, he was at Spurs. Moreno, like I mentioned, Liverpool, Etienne Capoue, Spurs and Watford, Coquelin, Arsenal, Iborra, Leicester, Danny Pereiro, I thought he played in the English League. Yeah, he did. QPR. Lo Celso, like I mentioned, Tottenham, Arnott Danjuma, Bournemouth. Thought I recognised his name. No, but he used to play for somebody called Diamond Dallas Page. Gerard Moreno. Played for a team called Badalona. So yeah, quite a few sort of ex-Premier League players in there. So we'll have a little bit of a play around, try and work out what formation we're going to go with and stuff. Looking at that, just casting my eye over that, it's already sort of screaming out potentially 5 at the back, maybe, or certainly a 4-3-3, or even a 4-2-3-1, to be honest with you. But we'll have a little bit of a look at it, see what we can come up with. Let's have a quick look at the staff. So we've got room for up to 9 coaches. Let's have a quick look who we got. We'll just have a quick scan through. So we got Idiakez as my assistant manager, Arnau, youth, Garcia, goalkeeping coach, pretty decent, fitness coach, coach. So I think it could be, bloody hell, big lad, isn't he? So yeah, I think it needs a lot of work, as I'd imagine the scouting department probably would. We've got room for 8 scouts. We've currently got 7 in post, all Spanish. Our current knowledge of the world is we know about 11% of the world. So let's have a quick look. We're experts in Andorra, Cyprus, England, France and Spain. Throw in Australia and the Arges. We know a little bit about Portugal, Scotland and Wales. So to be honest with you, our scouting department is shocking. It's absolutely shocking. So we're going to need to rip that apart, because I mean, look at like nations like Andorra, Cyprus, Australia, even Scotland, Wales. They're not big powerhouses. We're not going to find gems there. So we're going to have to look at probably sacking off the scouting department, to be honest with you. I'm not having a look through the youth coaches and stuff, but no doubt I'm going to rip it all apart. I'm going to pretty much fire off all the staff, bring on my own staffing team, really sit and spend a little bit of time having a look at what we've got going on here with the squad and try and work out a bit of a balance, find a formation,